Thank you very much for coming. For those of you who've been to our Toastmasters Club before, you know that I'm Mick Normington. I work for the State Labor Department. Part of my job is I interview CEOs and human resources managers at companies across the state to ask them what kinds of workers are they looking for, what kinds of skills are they looking for, and what kinds of college degrees are they looking for from prospective workers. As a result, we gather a lot of information. I'm going to go through two parts of this presentation. The first part, I'm going to be talking about the general Austin metro economy. We start out with a very high-level area, the unemployment rate. Now, gentlemen, if you ever go to a bar and you meet a woman, she's going to be very impressed if you know the local unemployment rate. Want to work this? Here is the information that I hope that you hold on to. My point to this part is, if there's any place that you could be during a recession or coming out of a recession, Austin, Texas is probably the place you want to be. We have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country. We are in a state with the second lowest unemployment rate in the country. So this is a very good jobs market. It's a very good area to find a job. And I want to show you some information. This is the unemployment rate here. I wanted to show you some information about what jobs in particular are in demand right now. Now, at the State Labor Department, what we do is we have a special software program that goes out onto the internet every night, and it scours all the help wanted online listings. And what we do is we look through that each day to find out what jobs, what occupations are the most in demand. Basically, there's more than 700 occupations that are currently in demand in our market right now. I'm giving you the top 3 dozen or so. I'm giving you the top 38. And I want to give you an idea of the corresponding education or training level for each of those occupations that are in demand right now. Just to give you a little bit more background, this is a 90-day snapshot. So for the last 90 days, there were 2,604 job postings for a registered nurse. A registered nurse had to have at least an associate's degree to apply for that job. But I want to stress this. You don't have to have a college degree to get ahead in Texas. You do not have to have a college degree. It certainly helps. It certainly helps particularly in the Austin metro market. This is the most white-collar job market in Texas by far, but you do not have to have a degree of any kind. I do want to point out that a lot of these jobs are growing faster than some of these other jobs. If you want to take a few notes, this might be an interesting time to take just a few notes. Registered nurse, the number of job openings for registered nurse in the Austin metro area has gone up by 38% in the last 12 months. 38% growth in 1 year, just here in the Austin metro area. Web developer, demand for web developers is down 2%. Doesn't mean it's a bad occupation to try to get into, but its demand is down 2%. Computer software engineer is up 14%. I want to jump ahead to number 11, truck driver, the fastest growing in-demand occupation that we have in Texas. But in the Austin metro market, in the last 12 months, the demand for truck drivers has only gone up by 47%. That's below the state average. Nevertheless, that's some pretty healthy growth. Now, what companies are asking for is you have to have gotten a commercial driver's license ahead of time. They prefer if you go to a community college to get that. I want to also jump ahead to number 17 on the next page. Number 17 is accountant. Demand for accountants is up 33% in the last 12 months. Number 24, bookkeeper auditor. Demand for bookkeepers is up 27%. I point this out because that's really the 3 biggest demand areas. Truck driver, registered nurse, accountant. For the most part, those are the 3 most in-demand, fastest growing demand occupations that we have in Texas and in the Austin metro area. Now, we've got Mark Weidman here in our audience, the renowned banker, so I'm going to give him some specific information about some occupations that he's particularly interested in. Number 1, bank managers, financial services managers. This isn't on the list because they didn't make the top 38, but demand for bank managers is up 38% in the last year. Mark, demand for bank tellers and credit union tellers is up 59%.